Okay, so our final amount is going to be our initial amount, which gets doubled every 4 weeks. So I'm going to multiply this 300 by 2 a bunch of times. And if it's getting doubled every 4 weeks, if I'm going for 20 weeks, it'll get doubled 5 times, right? 20 weeks divided by 4 is how many times this will be multiplied by 2. Kind of makes sense if you think about it. You can use con for a very slow explanation, but I'll just kind of give you the fast one. So this will just be 300 times 2 to the 5th, and whatever that is. Make sure you do 2 to the 5th first, times 300, 2 to the 5th times 300, gives you 9600 bacteria. Lovely. So we've got this formula is what we're using. So let's do it again. So let's say we invest $1,000 and it grows 4% every year. So the final amount is going to be the initial $1,000, and we're going to multiply that not just by 0.04, but by 1.04, because you're going to get your money back plus 4%. This is basically 1 plus 0.04, because you get the $1,000 back plus 4% of the $1,000. And so you're going to multiply that 1,000 by 1.4 a bunch of times. How many times? Well, you're going to do it 5 times because it's doing that 4% every year for 5 years. So 1,000 times 1.04 to the 5th, 1,000 times 0.04 to the 5th gives you, oops, 1.04. Ha! Told you about the 1 and then I forget the 1. So you get $1,216.65 for you. And so that's what we're using. So this is our equation. The A is the final amount, the P is the initial amount, B is going to be 2 if you're doubling, 3 if you're tripling, half if you're halving. Those half-like formulas are not so bad. It's the same thing. 1.06 if you're increasing by 6%. It could even be a 0.94, let's say, if you're decreasing by, 6%. And then the K is how long it takes to double, triple, half, etc. So if you have, like we'd had 20 years dividing and it's tripling every 5 years, that's 4 years. So it does work out. There was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh yes, so this is one formula and it works very well, and you might have seen your teachers using PERT for these as well. You can do it with an E also. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I might do it in another. There you go.